Welcome to That's Based. Happy Monday. I'm your host, as always, Caleb Salvatore, reporting from somewhere underground. We're laughing our way through the end of days. Brought to you by Outlaw Streamers and our friends over at Blood of Tyrants Wines. Drink bloodoftyrants.com with the promo code BASED, B-A-S-E-D. Like the title of the show, you'll save 10% off your order at the checkout. They got two types of wine along with the Liquid Freedom energy drink that's usually pictured on the screen at this point in time. If you go to drinkbloodoftyrants.com with the promo code BASED, B-A-S-E-D, like the title of the show, you'll save 10% off your order at the checkout. Go support the brands that support this show. Drinkbloodoftyrants.com with the promo code BASED. You'll save 10% off your order at the checkout. It is unsolicited advice. We have gone online and we found some folks that, well, Mia's gone online and found some folks that need our help, and we're going to give it to them. Well, they don't need our help. They want other people's help, but certainly not ours. But we're going to give it to them unsolicited. Stockholm, the red face of white supremacy, is here with us as always. How's it going this morning?
Good.
Morning. Yeah, morning. Totally live. Live and in color. Do you have anything you want to preface these stories with?
We have kind of a poop story.
Okay.
Also, a pregnant lady who way overreacts.
As they usually do.
Yeah. So, yeah. You'll see.
Well, I've got a bit of unsolicited advice for people today. It came up in a conversation I was having. Fellas, this goes out to you, and lesbians, I guess, and women that might, straight women that might propose to men, which we never encourage because it's an abomination. However, if you're going to propose to your girlfriend, this came up in a conversation I was having today, do not do it on her birthday. Do you want to know why, Mia? Do you have any guesses as to why you should not propose on someone's birthday?
Because it should be its own special day.
That is the sentimental reasoning. I'm talking about the legal reasoning. Nothing?
No.
If you give someone an engagement ring,
then it's a birthday gift.
Yes, if you give someone an engagement ring on Tuesday, April 27th, then that gift is conditional upon marriage. And if you break up and she wants to be a lunatic and go and sell the ring or do whatever she wants to do with it, you have the legal right to sue her for it, and she has to give it back to you. Take her to small claims court. However, if you give it to her on her birthday, it becomes a birthday gift, and there's no takesies backsies with birthday gifts. Or as my mom called it when we were growing up, being an Indian giver. I think that's frowned upon now, though. I know I could be mistaken. But yeah, that came up in a conversation we were having today. So don't propose on somebody's birthday. For both the reasons we listed, sure. All right, let's go to the first one here. Am I the from an anonymous member of a Facebook group, am I the asshole or is this relationship exhausting? If you're at the point of posting, asking questions about your relationship in a Facebook group called Is This Relationship Exhausting, it's probably time to get out. That would be my first advice, or at the very least, seek some type of counseling.
I just want to preface this. This one sounds really just like mundane, but she's just way overreacting.
Is she?
Yes.
So we're broke. No money till we get paid. We have an old Xbox, so I put it up for sale. A man messages me, says he wants it. He'll come today. We agree on a price, a time. I give him my address, and he says he's on the way. Hours go by, no messages. He hasn't shown up. I message him a few times and nothing. I vent to my husband that time wasters are annoying, and I'm pissed about it, and he just starts saying maybe the guy's at work, maybe he's working late, maybe he's busy, maybe he has a life. I say, well, okay, side note. If you do say you're going to come and meet someone, you should meet them at that time. Okay? That I just want to get that out of the way. Unless something pops up, unreliable people do suck. I say, well, if he had work, why message me saying he's on the way? It's okay for people to change their mind, but communication, please. That's not too much to ask for, right? Bear in mind, I was venting to my husband. I didn't once message anything rude to the buyer. I get that my husband wants me to maybe see the person's point of view or just calm me down, but it doesn't do that. It just invalidates me in my, oh, God. Invalidates me in my feelings and makes me feel like he would defend a complete stranger against his wife. He doesn't seem to get it. He said, I wasn't taking your side or his side. I said, that's the point. You should be taking your wife's side over a stranger. I'm an extremely loyal person. When someone isn't, it triggers me a lot. Am I the asshole? Update. I found out I'm pregnant, which maybe explains why I overreacted a little bit. My emotions have been all over the place. Well, I think that answers that. No, at first I was on her side. I'm like, yeah, no, like, even if the guy was working late or whatever, it takes 2 seconds to pull your phone out and say, hey, I'm working late, not going to be able to make it till XYZ time. And then she decided to make it this huge moral thing because the husband dared to, like, maybe see it from somebody else's perspective. Yeah, she's the asshole for wigging out the way she did, rather than just say. I mean, I don't even know what to say with this one. This is she went nuts on this one. Do you have anything you want to add?
No.
As pregnant women often do.
Yeah, as pregnant women often
do. As they often do.
No, I think her update makes it make a lot more sense.
Some important
now.
Context, right?
Yeah.
Next one. Am I the asshole for not taking my wife's best friend on our romantic vacation? I, 32 male, planned a surprise 5-year anniversary trip for my wife, 30 female, to Bali. Booked a private villa. Villa or villa? Villa. Couples massages, sunset dinner cruises. I'm just imagining a third wheel going along with all of this. The whole romantic package. I only could afford this after a win on Stake US. Don't know what that means, but okay. When I revealed the surprise, my wife was thrilled, but immediately asked if her best friend Sarah could join us. Apparently, Sarah just went through a bad breakup and needs to get... So what better way to help your friend that's going through a breakup than to expose her to a romantic week-long getaway between two other people so she can remember what she's missing? So you can remind her, hey, you're 31 and single, the clock's ticking. Not just on the baby timer, but just quality guy overall. Very, very rare to find in your 30s. Clock's a ticking. You're going to miss out on all of this. What better way to help her get over it? Explain this is meant to be a romantic trip for just us. My wife got upset saying I'm being selfish since we have plenty of money and could easily upgrade to a 2-bedroom via. Oh, just easy. Yeah, sure. Maybe the wife's trying to set up like a threesome or something like that. I make good money, but I specifically saved for this romantic getaway. I offered to help Sarah book a separate vacation or even pay for her therapy session. Even that's too far. No, none of this is your responsibility. But my wife insists having her with us is the only solution. Now, my wife is barely speaking to me, and Sarah keeps sending passive-aggressive texts about being excluded when I need support the most. Like, what the fuck? Do I need to be the one to break this to him? Or do you think that maybe somebody in his life will? Or should I break it to him? What do you think? Should I break this news to him?
What?
That his wife clearly fucking hates him. Your wife hates you. Not because of this. This is a symptom. This isn't the root cause.
Well, this isn't as bad as bringing your best friend on your honeymoon with you.
There's also that. But that's per more people we know. That's also someone whose wife hates them. If your spouse is not comfortable enough to be around you one-on-one in an intimate setting, if they're constantly always having to involve some type of family or friend or whatever the case may be, they hate you. At the very least, they can't stomach being around you one-on-one. What I'm saying is you married the wrong person. Both of you did. If they're constantly having to involve other people, you might want to take a long, hard look at that. That's because I guarantee you the majority of this vacation would be your wife and Sarah running off having girls' time while you're left holding your dick in your hand in the hotel room. Guarantee it. Am I wrong on this? The wife hates him. Maybe hate's a strong word. Your wife doesn't like being married to you. All right. Last one here. The last one's brought to you by Firecracker Farm. If you go to firecracker.farm, use the promo code BASED. Like the title of the show, you'll save 10% off your order at the checkout. They got hot salt. Hot salt is a fantastic seasoning for your margaritas, for your chicken, for your beef, whatever it is, popcorn, whatever it is you're making. And if you use the promo code BASED, B-A-S-E-D, like the title of the show, you'll save 10% off your order at the checkout. Hot salt is a combination of Mediterranean sea salt, scorpion pepper, Carolina Reaper, and ghost pepper. Hot salt goes great on everything, made with love at a family farm right here in the good old US of A. So no tariff bullshit on it. Firecracker.farm, not .com, .org, or .net. Firecracker.farm with the promo code BASED, B-A-S-E-D. Like the title of the show, you'll save 10% off your order at the checkout on the hot salt. All right, last one. Am I the asshole? Sufficient tie 1708. Am I the asshole for not telling a woman she was about to sit and poop? I, 26 male, was at a crowded park recently where there were food trucks set up and people sitting around eating. Seating was pretty limited, and most people were sitting on this low concrete wall that just runs along the edge of the parking lot. On the other side of the wall is a grassy area. It's level with the top of the wall, so people sit with their backs toward the grass and legs facing the lot. I had just gotten... I hate when they, like, over-explain the setup of a house or a park. We don't care, dude. I don't need details. I had just gotten my food when I noticed... By the way, can I rant for a second? There's no bigger ripoff in this country than food trucks. Such a scam. Why are you gonna... It's such urban millennial behavior to think it's a good deal to pay like $5 extra to get something from a truck where you've got to pay extra for the sides, because it's only ever the main course you get from a food truck. You always got to pay extra for the sides, and God forbid you even want to drink. Don't even think about it. But you pay more money to buy something from a truck that with God knows how many health violations inside of it than you would at a restaurant. And then when you get the food, by the way, it always takes twice as long for whatever reason. And when you get the food, you have nowhere to sit to eat it. You stand there like a retard with your food in your hand. And you sit there and you act like this is peak America. You're living in the 22nd century because you bought food from a truck like an illegal immigrant in 2005 at a job site. And you paid more for what is always, always, always less food. Every time it's less than you would get at a restaurant. And you pay more. Well, it's the convenience of a truck coming to... No, the truck doesn't come to you. It would make sense if the truck's like rolled down your neighborhood street and was like, hey, who wants street tacos? Who wants barbecue? You go to the food trucks. They post on Facebook, we're at location today. Come on down. And you drive there past God knows how many restaurants that would give you better food, better service, faster service for less money to go eat at a truck.
You have to take the time to find where the truck is.
Yeah, you don't even know where it's going to be. You don't even know where it's going to be. If I want Red Lobster's at the same fucking spot every time. If I want a food truck, I got to go on Facebook or their website or wherever. Oh, we're here today. We're at this parking lot. And then I go to some parking lot that I probably bought drugs at some point in my teenage years to go get food from a truck. It's the biggest grift in the world, and it has to stop. It's a disgrace, the food trucks. Okay. Oh, the dog is looking at me sad. He knows. He knows. He knows it. Even the fucking dog knows that the food trucks are a scam. Okay. Let's do this. Let's finish this. This has been bothering me since Thursday. When we went to the late night at the zoo and they had food trucks and all these idiots were lined up to get it. 30 minutes to get food from a truck and stand there like an idiot and eat it in the rain. Not me. I didn't fall for that scam. We ate when we got home. I didn't care if it was 10 o'clock. I'm not going to get scammed like that. All right. I just gotten my food. We're back to the story. I just gotten my food, which I paid too much for because I'm an idiot who goes to food truck rallies and tracks them down like I'm some type of stalker. I just gotten my food when I noticed the only free spot left. At the same time, I saw a girl well-dressed for the park also walking toward it. She saw... That's the other thing. They're dressed up for this crap. They pretend like this is some type of classy outing because they're going to the Roach Coach to get their burritos. I saw a girl well-dressed for the park also walking toward it. She saw it first and was headed that way, but I was closer and got there before her despite her running when she saw me approaching. I love that race. That race. I used to work in this job where I was in customer service, and you had real limited, I mean, this is 10, 15 years ago, they had real limited lunch hours, and I'd be going into Subway, and if I saw that homeschool family of 6 walking in, I was in a dead sprint to get to that fucking door, because I was not sitting behind the family of 6, the Mormons at the Subway. That's a way to lose your whole lunch break. Says, as I got to it, I looked down at the grass behind the wall and saw a big pile of dog poop right where someone's lower back or clothes would land if they leaned or sat back. It was pretty gross, and I decided not to sit. Right then, she walked up and looked annoyed, saying, seriously, I was going to sit there. I didn't want to make a thing of it, so I stepped aside and said, go ahead, you can have it. She immediately sat down without checking behind her, and just a second later jumped up with a disgusted look on her face. The poop was stuck to the back of her skirt. She turned to me and snapped, why didn't you say anything? I told her I saw it, yeah, but I didn't know how you were planning to sit. For all I knew, you were just going to perch on the edge or sit upright. It's a park. People walk their dogs here. You got to check before sitting down. She kept insisting I should have worn. Why did you stay around and humor this woman? I just would have, if she would, why didn't you say anything? I just would have shrugged my shoulders and walked away. You're going to be a cunt to me. She kept insisting I should have warned her, but I told her I wasn't trying to be petty. I genuinely didn't know how far back she was going to lean or sit. You're overthinking this, man. She got what was coming to her. That's all there is to it. It was instant karma, and I don't believe in karma, but it was instant karma. And it wasn't really my responsibility to check the ground for her. She could have sat only on the wall and not on the grass and would have been fine. She eventually walked off frustrated, but now I'm wondering if I should have just said something anyway, but I feel like, especially since she was so confrontational about the spot, it wasn't really necessary. Absolutely. She got what was coming to her, and you need to own up to the fact that you were being petty. Don't even hit me with that, I didn't know how you were going to... No. Even if at the surface level you convinced yourself of that in the moment, in the back of your mind, there was a little part of you. There's that little part in all of us. Some of us, such as myself, it's more prevalent and vocal. But there's that little voice in the back of all of our heads where we're just hoping people get what's coming to them. And that little voice, that little devil on your shoulder, it's just going, don't tell her. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. You can make up some bullshit like, you know, like you didn't know how she was going to sit, or you thought she was going to lean on the concrete wall or whatever, but don't tell her. You knew exactly what you were doing. That's the only part you're being an asshole here, is that you're not owning what you did in giving this bitch instant karma. If you're going to act like a cunt, you should expect to fall in some shit. I'm a firm believer in that. In fact, I think we should make all cunts sit in shit. So the first law we're going to pass when I'm in Congress, when I run for Don Bacon's seat next year. All cunts have to sit in shit once a month. I'm all for it. What do you think, Mia? We do it. We take down the bitchy white women.
Yep.
All right. I'm all for it. Anyway, that's been our show. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. WTF Wednesdays are back. We're going to be doing the paranormal and the spooky. Cheat on your taxes, not your spouse, and stay based.